This just in. Graphing lines on a graphing calculator.
Okay, so we're doing y-intercept form, which is y equals mx plus b. The m stands for slope. Slope is rise over run, which you'll see with the graphs. And then b is the y-intercept, which is x is 0, y is whatever y is. Just put x. So, the first equation we can show you is y equals 4 6 x plus 7. Alright, you want to put this, well, right now you know that this is the slope. So 4, you rise 4, and you run, which is like over 6. So run. And then the y-intercept is 7. So it would be 0, 7. Okay, when you're putting this into a calculator, you have to go to y equals, then you put in 4 divided by 6x, which is that little button there, and then you put plus 7. And then when you hit graph, it gives you the line of what this would be.
And now, on to graphing parabolas with the graphing calculator.
For this equation, y equals 2x squared plus 3x plus 4, we are going to find a, b, and c. A is always the number next to x squared. In this equation, it's 2. When the absolute value of a is closer to 0, the graph will be narrower. When the absolute value of a is closer to infinity, the graph is going to be wider. B is always the number next to x. 3. And C is the last number, the number that's not next to an x, so 4. C dictates the y-intercept, so it would be 0, 4 in this equation. To start graphing, you have to start by pressing y equals. By putting in the graph 2x squared plus 3x plus 4. We have our equation in. Enter, and then press graph.
Finally, graphing circles on our graphing calculator.
In a circle equation, there are 3 parts. There's x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. R is your radius of the circle. H is the opposite of the location of the center of the circle on the x-axis. K opposite of the location of the center on the y-axis. To graph these on the graphing calculator, you would need to take a simple equation such as x squared plus y squared equals 16. Now, to do this, you would have to solve for y. To start, you would need to get y by itself, so you need to subtract x squared from both sides, leaving you with y squared equals negative x squared plus 16 on the right side. Now you have to find the square root of both sides, but you don't want to solve for the square root on the right side, so you end up with y equals plus or minus with plus or minus the square root of negative x squared plus 16. Now when you enter these in the calculator, you're going to use two different equations. So you're going to use y equals the square root of negative x squared plus 16. You're also going to use y equals the opposite of the square root of negative x squared plus 16. For the first equation, you're going to want to hit second, square root, negative x squared plus 16. Now you're going to enter down to the next y equals and go negative second x squared, negative x squared plus 16 to get your two equations. Now you want to hit enter so it calculates it out. Now you're going to want to go to your graph. And this is what your graph should look like.